All right, welcome to our first episode of the Nostalgic 90s. I'm your host, Big Mike. For those of you who don't know, me from my first YouTube channel, Safford Delivery and Transportation Services. I'm 31 years old. I was born in 1990. The 90s is a very nostalgic and iconic time for me, and I want to take this time that I spend here with you guys to explore everything 90s and somewhat 80s and somewhat 2000s. And I know it's called the nostalgic 90s, but in order for people to really understand, especially the youth, to understand the 90s, one must first understand the 80s and how much of an iconic time it was. But that's more on another episode because today I'm just gonna kick it off. Just something we're just gonna ease into it. I figure why not? Let me just do a little bit of research here. If you would just allow me to. Uh, so for those people who don't know, it is Pokemon's 25th anniversary, and when Pokemon came out, I was a I was a youngin. I was a youngin. I didn't get my first set of Pokemon cards till I was probably like in the second grade, which made me like seven. So uh, I actually have. I'm actually sick right now, so that's why my voice sounds like crap. But I was like seven when I got my first set of Pokemon cards. I was really excited, and I remember being in the second grade. There was this other kid. He had brought a Lunchable to school, and on the back of the Lunchable box, they were promoting Pokemon cards, but I've never really had trading cards. So I remember having my mom buy me those Lunchable boxes, and I don't know if I still have the cutouts from the Lunchable boxes, but me and my friend in second grade, we were cutting out the Pokemon uh, on the back of the Lunchable boxes. But I have a special treat for all you kids and all you adults watching that want to go down memory lane for me. You guys would probably never have seen this, and if you do, it's a very rare sighting. Um, and excuse me if my ring light goes out because it's a motion sensor one. I'm still working on things. This is the first episode. Again, excuse my French. My voice sounds all nasally and stuff. But I just so happened to have found my original Pokemon binder. And this thing is held together. And don't mind the noise in the background. My son's playing in the tub. So this is a nostalgic binder for me. So, so when I was a kid, I think either my mom or my grandmother bought this for me, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world because you got a freaking Pokedex, you had the popular Pikachu on the front. I was like, oh, that's so cool, right? So I was like, oh, that's so cool. But then you flip it around and you got Meowth. I was like, Team Rockets, cat, I'm with it. Let's go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down real quick, and then I'm gonna show you a couple other books that I got. Now, a lot of people they fake YouTube reactions and stuff. I'm not one of those guys. So I'll be the first to tell you the last time I opened up this binder was when McDonald's released the 25th anniversary Pokemon cards that me and my girlfriend we were eating Happy Meals maybe 3 4 times a week just so that the food wouldn't go to waste. Number one, we don't really eat McDonald's like that, but the food wouldn't go to waste. Number one, but number two, for the packs of Pokemon cards in there. But also, what I have in my hands are these little Pokemon books. Now, I don't know what's in them. I haven't opened them in God how long. But so I got a purple one, I got a red one, and then I have this one, which I'm not sure if this is a Pokemon book or not. But if memory serves me correctly, I kept my Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here, and we'll visit this book on another day. But today, we're going to visit. I don't know. Should I do the small books first, or just get into the big, meaty? This one is heavy. This is like my original Pokemon cards are in this stash. Original. Now I don't have all of my original holographics. They got stolen from me when I was a kid. I do remember that, and what's left of the holographics that I do have are in horrible condition. But to me, it's just the memories that come with it that's well worth it, and that was well worth holding on to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I have not opened this book in I don't know how long, probably since those Pokemon cards got released, and I don't really remember everything that's in there. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, all right, perfect. Let me go ahead and point this camera down for you. So, I collected a lot of Pokemon stuff. So, these are the 25th anniversary cards, and these are the ones that I got from McDonald's. I don't remember if I even opened these. Did I open these? Oh, dude, I just broke the glue on that. So I didn't even open these yet. That's so wicked. Alright, so there might be some that I opened, some I didn't. Um, so, alright, we'll get into that later. We'll get into this one later. Only because, this is the 25th anniversary, so I'm not going to go over cards that you guys could have probably seen thus far, and that's okay. I'm going to put these over here. So, let me see if I could lift that up for you. So, I have some stuff there. There looks to be about and for some reason, when I was a kid, I had some crazy infatuation with, no, I'm not going to cut anything in here. Not purposely. Um, there's just like a little coin or something down at the bottom, and I'm trying to get it for you guys. Um, this is like a holographic. Let me see if you guys can see that. Um, man, I can't remember his name, but he was one of the fossil Pokemon. Man, but this is all memory lane. So this is just me trying to remember everything. So I'm sure it'll come to me. I'm sure it'll come to me what his name was, but and then let's see, what do I have over here? Oh, I got some soft sleeves because I couldn't find the hard ones. Now I remember. And my buddy, um, uh, he owns a business, Imperial Collect. Imper- I'll link it down in the description. But my buddy actually owns a trading card business, and I was like, "Hey, Arthur, do you have, the hard plastics?" And he was like, "Oh, are you talking about the da 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 and the da 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 and the top loaders?" I'm like, "The one that you stick your holographics in." He was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Dude, I got them," and he ended up mailing them to me for free, even though I insisted on paying for them. And his wife was mad at him, and you know what? That's what friends are for. This is what we do. We look out for each other. So I actually have a Pokemon notebook, a Pokemon Pokedex notebook that, if you can see on there, I have staples on there, and it looks like I'm infatuated with them again. But I actually have what appears to be fruit roll up I don't know if these were. I don't know if those were what you would call it, tattoos, but I stapled them, and I just want to address something really quick. After the release of Mew and Mewtwo, I didn't really follow it anymore because I'm like 151 Pokemon. That's already a lot. Like that's already a lot. Life happened, and yeah, we're just gonna go on and move on from there. So back to it. You can see my little scratchy handwriting right there. I wonder if there's a way that I could zoom in for you guys. Let me see. All right, so yeah, I don't know. I'm still working on all of this, trying to figure it out. But yeah, you guys can see my crappy handwriting right there. It says Celadon City uh, equals Pokemon Stones, and me being as young as I was, couldn't spell stones. Oh man. So let's go ahead, move on to the next page, and then I wrote down some of the TMs and HMs and what they were. So that way, you guys, you know, you guys know, and I know that those actually came in really handy for your Pokemon. And if you never played the game, like on Game Boy, I still have my Game Boy SP. I still got the light for it. I bought another charger for it. Yeah, it's man, and it's so crazy. I just picked up a Pokemon Red version for Game Boy a couple years ago. All I ever played was the blue version. So you could see where uncaught Pokemon can be found. And this is all in Pokemon Blue version. And for those people who don't know, Nintendo, let me bring you guys back up. So Nintendo 64 actually made it's called a transfer pack, and it pops in, and I'll try to include a picture of it on screen when I edit this video. But the transfer pack plugs into the back of the controller, and if you had Pokemon Stadium for Nintendo 64, oh my god, it was so cool. There's a part in Pokemon Stadium that instead of squinting and looking down at your Game Boy, you could put in the transfer pack on the back of the Nintendo 64 controller. If you have Pokemon Stadium for Nintendo 64, you could plug in your red, blue, and yellow version. I don't know about gold and silver because I was a little bit later on and I didn't really get into those because I was still a kid and I couldn't afford them. But you could actually put your Pokemon Blue version in your transfer pack in your controller and play your Pokemon Blue version on your television. How cool is that? I was like mind blown. Like I did it just goof around. I didn't know it would actually do something, but hey, it worked. It worked. So now flipping through the pages here. Let me see. Flipping through the pages here. It's pretty much all blank. I don't think there's any other notes left on here, but that's okay. Now I had a I don't know if my organizing was was up to par with your guys' standard, but I don't know. I like to keep my cards very meticulous. So here we go. So as you can see, the three starter Pokemon, I put them right here up front and center. Let me scooch you back just a little wee bit. Um, there we go. Front and center. You got Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, right? But then you also had the evolutions of them. And as you can see, I left all these cards blank. Why? Because at one time I had them in holographic, but once I obtained the hard shells, I put them in the hard shells because I didn't want anything to happen to them. Because, being a kid, sometimes you'll hold your binder the wrong way and then the cards slide out. And then, you don't want to, you don't want your holographics to fall out. So you're just like, you don't want them to get ruined. So on every single page that did not have a card, I either did not own it, number one, or number two, oh my god, dude, look at this. Sorry. Let me finish this. Let me finish this sentence real quick. So I either didn't have it or I had it in holographic. So if you guys see that I'm missing cards, I either didn't have it or I had it in holographic. So, but the reason why I just got so excited, and it might be hard to see, but there's some shimmer in that ink. I don't know if you guys can see that. I colored that in with a gel pen. Gel pens were so popular when I was a kid. And anytime I had a gel pen, it was given to me by a friend because my mom wouldn't buy me gel pens. Like, I thought they were so freaking cool. I remember there was this girl in, oh man, what grade was I in? Either fifth or sixth. She had a brown gel pen. I don't even know if I have a pen here with me. I could go get one. But this girl, she would write almost upside down. So, like, the book would be, like, almost upside down. And that's how she would write. And I can't remember her name. I don't even want to try to guess it. But she used to write almost upside down. And I remember she had a brown gel pen. Kids, if you guys don't know what gel pens are, those were a rare commodity when I was a kid. And she had a brown gel pen, and I remember it smelling like coffee. And I was like, "Oh my god, can I borrow your gel pen?" And she was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then I ended up scribbling a bunch of stuff and wasting a bunch of her ink. But I remember just smelling the paper after I was done. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so what I wanted to tell you guys is that maybe about 80% of these are still the original cards from when I had when I was a kid. And I haven't added to the collection really over the years. So the other 20%, maybe over the years, I've picked up a card or two or a few. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I don't know. We'll see. If you guys see anything interesting in here that you want a better close up visual on, like in specific, you know, let me bring this down for you guys and then point the camera down for you guys. So if there's anything that you guys want to see a more close up video on, let me know. But I remember picking up some of these at a flea market with my stepdad, and he was so upset that I was spending my money on stupid, as he called it, trading cards that are actually worth thousands of dollars now, which is crazy. Let me see if I could find the card that I was really after. Let me see if I came across it yet. Oh, this card in particular, I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is the Kids WB Pokemon Pikachu Pokemon card, and this card actually has like a little holographic, like gold stamp on this side right there. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but I think that was included in like Burger King or something. I don't know. I think I have a few cards like that. If I haven't looked through the book yet, as I've already said, but I'm sure I have a Dragonite that has the same stamp on it. So let's see when we get further down. But um, the card that I remember looking for at a flea market was I think it was a Rhydon, and I'm pretty sure I had a Rhyhorn. Um, and then some of these cards actually have trainers attached to them. So I think I have like the original cards somewhere, but I thought it was super cool that I had the trainers to go with them. Um, and Ninetales was one of my favorite Pokemons. I thought it was just so dope. Uh, Ninetales in every evolution of Eevee. So let me see. Yeah, these are all like your for you guys who've probably never seen these. These are what the original Pokemon cards look like. But I know that there's different printing companies now that my buddy Art was telling me about. And I plan on bringing you guys over there to his shop, and then he can school us on. He can school us on, the different printing companies, and yeah, I think it's Imperial Collectibles or something like that is the name of his shop. But shout out to them for hooking me up with the hardcovers, and yeah, I remember when the Ghastly and Haunter and Gengar came out, and they were psychedelic Pokemon, and our minds were just blown, like just blown. Like, oh, there's more of them. Like, it was just super crazy. And then Muck is supposed to go here. I remember that one. Let's see. Rhyhorn. Yep, Rhyhorn. All right, so I said Rhydon. Yeah, so Rhydon was the one I had. Rhyhorn was the one that I thought was super cool. I don't remember any Pokemon episodes with Rhyhorn on it that made it like super memorable, but I thought it was super cool because it looked silver, like a silver rhinoceros. I thought it was like super cool. Hitmonchan is supposed to go here. I know that. I don't know what's supposed to go here, but it's a double blank, so that means either I have the card that goes here somewhere and it's supposed to be a holographic, or I never owned it. So let me see if there's a way. Um, it's really hard to read these cards upside down. Let me pull this one out. Let me see. Maybe I don't have to. All right. So this is card number 112. So I'm gonna look for card number 113 real quick, and try to find Pokemon card number. Chansey. I don't see. I don't know if I've ever even owned a Chansey. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if I've ever owned a Chansey, but Chansey's supposed to go there. Wait a minute. All right. So I have Staryu. I have Starmie. I don't know what comes after Starmie though. So Starmie, and for those people who are wondering, like how, what is he going based off of? Wow, I probably never took this card out. There's scratches on it, but it is what it is. The numbers. Let me see. Pull my screen back up here. Make sure you guys See, the numbers are actually down there with like a pound sign and then the number right after, and that's how you know what the number Pokemon card it is. So, for instance, this one is number 121. So, out of the original 151 or the original 150, which was a lot easier to follow, um, that card that comes after this one that's missing, I'm gonna go ahead and type it in 122. What? Oh, 122. Why does it keep doing that? Do, 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 do. I don't know what this. I'm gonna put a pound. Sorry. Mr. Mime. Okay, that makes sense. So let me turn my motion. Bring it back on. So yeah, so Mr. Mime was supposed to go here. What comes after Mr. Mime? It was probably because you got Jinx. If I had to guess, it was Scyther. So let me see what came after Mr. Mime. Sorry this is taking so long, but was it Scyther? Yep, Scyther. Yep. So it was Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx. Okay. So Magmar, and then I don't know if Magmar had an evolution to it. I don't think so. If I had to guess, it did not. Let me see what card number 126 or 127. See, this is all interesting because I'm relearning it. Pinsir. Holy crap! I haven't heard the name Pinsir in so long. So, excuse my setup. You guys can see my whole Huggies box. Don't worry about that. Okay. When you get older, you have kids, you'll understand. See, I called it. I got the official Dragonite with the WB on it. Let me see if I can pull that out. You guys are just. Oh, that's not for the next page, but yeah. So we got Magikarp down here. Next sleeve, this would be Gyarados, then Lapras. Okay, then Ditto. Then we have Eevee, Vaporeon. It's supposed to be Jolteon here. I think I could only find a Dark Flareon. I don't know if I ever had the regular Flareon. You got Porygon. That was like such a useless Pokemon. Omanite, which is another fossil Pokemon, which I thought was super cool. Jolteon, I'm pretty sure I still have that in holographic, but we'll double check that in a minute. We had Omastar, Kabuto. I think the other one was Kabutops, if I'm not mistaken. Man, this is making my brain hurt trying to remember all these. 141. Yep, Kabutops. Look at that. Ow. Snorlax, then Articuno. The reason why I know it's Articuno is because you got Zapdos and Moltres there. I might still have Zapdos in holographic. I would have to double check. But this is supposed to be Articuno, which I don't recall if I've ever had that holographic. And already we're at number. So you got Dragon there, Dragonite, which is 149. I want to take that one out for you you guys so you guys can see that. And let's see. There you go. So see the little stamp up here on the top, which I thought was super cool. I don't know why that one looks different on the back, but we'll see. We're gonna see it here in a second. I don't know if that's a fake Pokemon, but yeah. So we got Mewtwo, and then these are Pokemon cards. All right, so yeah, so we have. Oh yeah, look at that. So I even got Mewtwo with the WB stamp on it, which I don't know. Something about it being stamped in that gold is like super cool. So see that gold on the top left, right up there. Yeah, that's super cool. So let's see, slide that back in, and then now comes all the Pokemon that I have no idea really what they are. I know about Cyndaquil, I know about Dark Quilava a little bit. And then now it gets into uncharted territory. So these are cards that I picked up later on in life. Um, so yeah, like all of these, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. These I picked up probably because I just didn't want them to go away. I still have stacks of Pokemon cards that are not in my binder. They're somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, so obviously you can see Magmar, Cyndaquil, Electrode, Drowsy. Oh man. But yeah, these are cards that I picked up later on. Um, I and then trainer cards. I don't know why I put those like that. Let me see if those have a different backing to them. I wonder. And then these appear to have more than one card, more than two or three cards in them. Oh, so yeah, so I got two different variations of Mystique's Poliwag. So I don't know. I thought it was a good idea to put them together. So I mean, I'm not gonna change it. It doesn't bother me any that they're in there that way. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this so far. So we got Sabrina. See, I have no idea who Sabrina is, but now I can see that there's a different color card on the back. So I just want to take that out. Oh, see, yeah, it's like Japanese. Pocket Monster card game. Got it. But you can see how beaten and tattered that card is. Sabrina's Haunter. So yeah, these are cards I definitely picked up later on in life. Um, see, this is where I could never get into that. Like that art, it's not really my style. From like the original Arcanine. Let me see. Do, do, do. You got Growlithe, then Arcanine. It's too far. Are they not in here? I know I'm not tripping. Growlithe and Arcanine are missing? No. No freaking way. See? And that's why I need to go in. Oh, right here. So from this Arcanine, I'm going to spoil it for y'all. Alright, perfect. Right here. So from like this Arcanine to that Arcanine, like look how weak that looks. I can't like I can't get behind that. Hold on, let me see. I'll take this one out. From like that to that, like I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but yeah, I can't get behind that. Okay, all right, cool. Now we get into the original um, energies. I'm not. So now we're getting into cards I still don't know about, and then the original energies. Like these have a date on them. Have the original date code of 1995, 96, 98. Nintendo Creatures by Game Freak, and this was the 1999 Wizard series. So I think, if memory serves me correctly, um, my buddy was telling me that Wizard was one of the printing companies, which I think is the original printing company. But yeah, so we got energies, we got trainers, we got all these weird looking trainers. So I don't know. Take a look at it. Look at it. Take it all in, kids, adults. Let me know. Yeah, there's some in here that I have doubles and triples, and again, I still have full stacks of trainers that I mean, full stacks of cards. You know, they're somewhere. And then I remember I was so bugged out by that, by this card. It looked like some type of like atom particle, and I was like super blown away by it. But playing the game, we never played how you were supposed to officially play. So, like for instance, if you took Executor versus Cubone, Executor had 80 hit points, Cubone had 40, right? So if you took those two Pokemon and you you battled them out, you would see that Cubone's weakness is the plant type, and that's what Executor is. But on top of that, he hits harder per hit. So the way we did it, was just like a game of subtraction. So it was just like you got you both draw, you could flip a coin. Whoever, like let's say I say heads and it lands on heads, and I got Cubone, I take Cubone and then I'm gonna deal 10 damage. Okay, that's gonna knock him down to 80. Alright, now it's Executor's turn. Now the the person playing Executor, we used to this again. I don't think this is right at all, but this is how we used to play, and this is how kids used to lose Pokemon cards. And after Executor would go once, I would be down to 20 hit points. I would only have Rage. I could hit whatever Executor one more time, knock him down to 20 hit points. He would hit my Pokemon again. My Pokemon would faint, and then he would have 60 hit points left, and then I bring another Pokemon card on deck. If we were playing for keeps, we could either play for the each Pokemon card that we brought out for keeps, almost like I declare war for uh, like regular cards and stuff. But if not, then you're just playing for fun to see who had the better deck, because we would just draw right off the top. But yeah, that's how we used to play for that. And then now we are getting into the energies and the trainers, and then there's more Pokemon back here that I don't, I know nothing about. And look at these retro 90 race car stickers. Ain't that crazy? So, all right. So now let's see what we got over here. Now, I can already tell you I don't like the look of this because there are loose Pokemon cards over here that are not in sleeves. And I have no idea why. So, let's take a look. Before we even get into holographics or anything, put that off to the side, or you want to put that right. There are cards here that are not in plastics, and I have no idea why. And it's starting to infuriate me because I don't know. So I don't. That's a Charizard. uh, so I actually bought this off of one of my buddies. It's the new 25th anniversary holographic Charmander, and then he put it in a soft sleeve. I am going to look for my other sleeves, so I'm gonna put those over here, and then I got a bunch of little Pokemon cards that are holographic, so I'll put those over here. These non-holographic ones, although I have the soft pack somewhere. I don't know what I did. Oh, they're in front. Duh. Alright, so I'll put those down real quick. And let me see, because I'm going to end up getting more of these plastics. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pull out just a couple of these little plastics real quick, take care of the Pokemon cards that are out here loose. And I'm going to see if I have any that are doubles. Not in this bunch. So what I'm going to do is take them, put them back to back. You start getting into the habit of that. Alright. To protect the 25th anniversary cards. So we'll go ahead and grab a couple sleeves out here, and then we're going to wrap up this episode. And I got something special up my sleeve for you guys. By sleeve, I don't mean these plastic sleeves. I mean the sleeves that I'm not wearing on my shirt. Okay. Need a couple more. Okay, so I got this Charmander one. So the reason why I'm not putting these in hard shell is because they're not holographic. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to change that in the future, but for right now, for what we got going on, this should be good enough. So, and I just realized how long into this episode we were, so I'm probably gonna break it up, and yeah, I'm probably gonna break it up, and I hope you guys like the first edition of. Oh, look at Pup! You can see Pup there. I hope you guys like the first edition of uh, the nostalgic '90s because this is what we did. There, there were video games, but we played video games and we were outside pretty much for the rest of the day as long as the homework was done. But yeah, if you check me out on the next episode, we're gonna go through all the holographics I got from back in the day to current. Maybe I'll separate those real quick, and then I have something else up my sleeve, even though I ain't got none, for everyone to enjoy. So stay tuned, And we will see you guys back here on another episode. I appreciate you watching. I'm your host, Big Mike, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.